Right, I think this is working. It says that it's back up working. I'm so sorry about the delay and everything. Technology, as amazing as it is, can just be really annoying sometimes and not work. So that's great. But people are saying it's working again, so I hope it's okay. Like, I hope it is. But yeah, basically comment any questions. I'm going to be answering them. As I was saying, GCSEs are literally in a week, which is really scary. Right, I'm going to scroll up back these comments. How did your Spanish go? My Spanish actually went, I'd say it went really well, actually. It went a lot better than I thought it would. And I've actually got a video about it on my channel if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, I thought it went okay. Oh, and also, I've not explained, if you watch these, like, live streams, like, regularly and stuff, you'll have probably noticed I'm sat somewhere different. I'm currently staying with my friend whose parents have gone away for the weekend, so we're just literally staying together. I've stayed over Friday night, Saturday night, I'm also staying over tonight, so we've literally just been revising. But yeah, the parents have gone away, so we're literally living in a house by ourselves, which is quite fun, not gonna lie. But we've got so much revision done, and yeah, that's the main thing. Are you excited or scared to leave school? I would say I'm quite excited, but then I'm also not scared, but like, I think it's just going to be the end of like a chapter, and it's going to be so weird not seeing like all my friends every day, and not seeing like teachers every day, and not doing certain lessons ever again. So that's really scary. Is it too late to start revising? Honestly, no. Just get out your book right now and start revising. Literally tomorrow is bank holiday, Monday. Spend your day revising. Spend all next week revising. Spend the weekend revising, and yeah, you can like up your grade. Do you get Leavers hoodies? If so, what colour do you want? So we planned on getting like Leavers hoodies. I think we're meant to get Leavers hoodies. Have we got them? No. Do I think we'll get them? No. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get them, but I'd want like a grey one, or maybe like a pink one. Oh, I think this is broke again. It says live stream. Right, I'm just going to carry on, but I think it says the live stream output is low. So I'm sorry if it's a bit dodgy. But like I said, I'm not in my own house, so I can't like control the Wi-Fi and stuff. If you were going to go to ordinary college, what subjects would you have taken? So I would have taken like RA or like philosophy or something, because I just find it really, really interesting. And then I probably would have taken probably like maybe English or something, and maybe biology. But in all honesty, I just prefer musical theatre so much more. So I'm so happy that I get to go to musical theatre college. Do you have an exam timetable? Yes, we got given it. We got given it a few months ago now, actually. So are you vlogging each day of exams? So yes, I'm actually going to be vlogging every single day of my exams. So from the morning I wake up all the way through to the night time, and then I'm going to be posting the day after. So my GCSE videos will start from Tuesday the 14th of May. Every single night they will go up. And MSc is also doing something, I don't know if you've seen it like on their Instagram and stuff, but they're basically getting a year 11 reaction team. So if you do want to be like a part of that, all you have to do is fill out the form. The link is in their bio, and I'm sure it's in the description box of this video as well. But basically the year 11 live reaction team will be like, literally when you come out your exam, you'll just film like a 10-15 second clip saying, yes, this exam went really well, like this was on it, or like last year there was the whole like carrot thing in biology and everyone like mad over that. But MSc is putting together a year 11 reaction team, so if you do want to be part of that, then make sure to just sign up. Literally all you have to do is fill in a form. It's really, really easy. And then if you get chosen, all you'll have to do is send like a quick like 10-15 second clip of you after an exam talking about how it went and how you feel towards it. And there'll be like quite a few different like year 11s doing that, so it'll be like really amazing to be a part of that. How much revision do you do per night on school nights? So honestly, it literally depends. Some nights I won't do any revision at all. And other nights I'll do like quite a bit. I usually stay until 4:30 anyway to do revision classes after school. So even if I don't revise at home, I've at least done revision in school. So I can't really give like an average. It literally just depends. So yeah. Have you got any revision resources on your website? No, but I'll be bringing some out soon. What motivates you to revise? Honestly, if you think about it, we've literally got we've got less than a week until GCSEs now. Well, a week tomorrow until GCSEs. So if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. But yeah, like revision's such like a weird thing, because some people will want to revise and do well, and some people just won't care and won't want to revise. So it just kind of depends on what grade you want to get. So there in the comments is the link to the MSc reactions team. So make sure you do sign up, because I think it'll be really, really good to see everybody's reactions about the exams. And if it was a really hard exam, hopefully like reassure you that you weren't the only one that found it hard. So do make sure you go and sign up. What have you been doing today? So today, I'll talk you through my day. So me and my friend woke up. There was 3 of us staying here tonight. So me and my friend Emily, who you probably know from my channel if you watch me, we stayed at our friend Matthew's house last night. So there was 3 of us staying here. So me and Emily were in a bed together, and we both woke up at the same time, went downstairs, made coffee, and then we revised RE. And then after we revised RE, we watched the football. It was like Man U and I don't know the other team, because I don't really watch football, but she watches football, so I watched that with her. And then I did more RE revision, because our RE exam is a week tomorrow, and I was literally making mind maps, and I was just on a roll with it, so I just decided to carry on RE. And then after that, I went on a run on the treadmill. So I just went on the treadmill for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And now we are here, and I'm doing this MSc live. So that is literally my day. After this live, I think I'm going to go and do some more revision. Probably going to do some English lit, and yeah, probably just English lit. So yeah, that was my day. If you could choose GCSEs again, what would you choose? I would choose, well, for my options, I wouldn't choose Spanish, and I wouldn't choose music. I would have chosen drama, food tech, and dance. Should I be worried about GCSEs in year 9? Honestly, please don't stress about GCSEs, like especially in year 9. I remember I feel like I revised so much more in year 10 than I have in year 11, and like that might sound a bit weird, like it should be the other way around, but like honestly I've just come to realise like revision isn't about the amount of hours you do, it's just about the content you take in and how much you get done and how productive you are. So literally just don't stress about like GCSEs, like everybody has to do them and there's no point stressing about them, so please just don't stress about them. Hey Liv, love your product, thanks for sending it to me. Oh, no worries. I'm really glad that you liked it actually. So yeah. How do you stay motivated? I did my Spanish speaking and revised loads and it went awfully, so now I'm struggling to see the point. Honestly, your Spanish speaking exam is only worth 25% of your total grade, so you've still got like the 75% left, and from that you can literally still get like a 9. So as long as you like smash the other parts, it literally doesn't matter that you've like messed up your speaking, and I'm sure it didn't go as bad as you thought it did, but honestly you can still get really, really high grades even if you do think that you've messed up your speaking. Just concentrate on like the reading, the writing, and your listening. Do you have study leave? No, we don't have official study leave, but like I know a lot of people have been off last week revising. I'm sure a lot of people will be off this week revising. We've only got 4 days in school until GCSEs start, which is scary. But I think I'm going to go in late to school when I've got my first, like, on, not next week, but the week after, because I've only got 1 p.m. exam starts. So I think I'm going to go in a bit later, but then it just depends, like, what lessons I've got and stuff. So, like, I know, like, the lessons that are important and aren't important. So I'm just kind of, we haven't got official study leave, but we can just, like, go in later if you want to. What do you have to do in Spanish speaking? So for anybody that's taking a language or thinking of taking a language or has taken a language, basically you've got something called a speaking exam, which is where you have to learn paragraphs. I think there's usually around 60 paragraphs, which sounds a lot, and trust me, it is. But you get a chosen theme, so you'll choose a theme to speak on, and then you will get, like, given one of the 2 themes. So you've got 3 themes, you've got theme 1, 2 and 3. You get to choose one. I chose my theme 1, and then you get one of the other themes will come up and you have to speak on that, and then the other theme you will never speak on in your exam, but it'll probably come up in, like, a photo card or something. It sounds really complicated, but it's honestly not. But a speaking exam is basically a teacher will ask you a question in a language and you have to answer it back in that language. What is your first GCSE? My first GCSE is RE. It is Christianity. It's an hour and 45 minutes long. And that is Monday the 13th of May. Best revision sites to use. Seneca is really good, like the free version. BBC Bite Size, My Maths on Maths, Maths Watch, Maths Genie. What other ones are there? Mr. Bruff on YouTube, Primrose Kitten, Free Science Lessons. I think that's most of them I've said. You are actually so lovely and helped me through exam season. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you. I'm honestly just so glad that people find my videos helpful and they help some people, because that's literally all I want. Yeah. Do you think you will cry because of GCSE stress? Also, you should watch Alicia's GCSE vlogs. I watched loads of GCSE vlogs from last year. I know there was quite a few year 11s that did them. Honestly, I think until GCSEs come, I don't exactly know how I'm going to react. I don't think I'm going to, like, cry after an exam unless it goes horribly wrong. But honestly, I think you just don't know until you're in the moment. So we'll have to see how my GCSE vlogs go. How to revise. My maps, flashcards, past exam papers, past exam questions. What else? Literally, there's so many different ways that you can revise, and you just have to find, like, what's best for you, and literally, like, just try everything and then see what works best and then stick to that method, I would say. Do you feel prepared? Honestly, I do feel prepared and then I don't feel prepared. I feel prepared in the fact that I feel like I kind of, like, I got quite, like, good results compared to my previous mock results in my new mocks, so that's given me, like, a bit more confidence. I think at the end of the day, GCSEs are GCSEs. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. There's no point stressing about something you can't control. So I'm just kind of living in the moment and seeing where life takes me. Do you wish you had extra time to revise? Honestly, I think at this point I'm ready for GCSEs to be over with. So extra time to revise would mean that I wouldn't be sitting my GCSEs in, like, a week. So in a way, I'm just kind of glad that they're so close so they can be over with quicker. What time do you usually go to bed / wake up for school? Do you think it'll change in exam season? Yes, I do think it will change in exam season because I'm so bad at going to bed late. Literally, last night I was editing until about 2 in the morning, and then woke up at 8 o'clock, which is usually what I do. I usually go to bed at between 12 and 1 and wake up between 7 and 8. So that is really bad, and I know I need to get more sleep. So I'll probably try and go to bed between like 10 and 11 and then wake up. I really want to wake up early, so I would love to like go to bed at 10 and wake up at 6. That is my plan, unless I've got like a 1 p.m. exam, and then I'm gonna have like a little lie-in and stay in bed till like 8:30. So yeah. Are you at school tomorrow? No, because it is bank holiday. Favourite subject? My favourite subject would probably be English or RE. What subject do you revise the least for? I'm not going to lie, I've not done any Spanish revision apart from learning my paragraphs. So hopefully that helps me in some way, because otherwise I'm going to fail Spanish. Is there any tips for getting a grade 5 in English language? So Mr. Bruff is really, really good at talking you through how to answer the different questions on English language. Honestly, English language is just about knowing the different techniques for the questions, like question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's like literally just about knowing the techniques to use. So I would recommend watching Mr. Bruff on YouTube. And he literally talks through how to answer them. So definitely go check him out, and that should hopefully help you boost your grades. When do you move to London for college? Do you move the day you start or before that? Honestly, I don't really know when exactly I'm going to move down. I think I'm going to move down like 2 weeks before I actually start the college though. That's my plan. And that will probably be like mid-September. Any tips on revising biology? Biology, revision guides are really good, and they're making mind maps, flashcards, Seneca, Primrose Kitten as well on YouTube. So that's what I recommend for biology. Do you go to public school or private school? I literally get asked this question so much, and I think what people fail to understand is I am literally a normal girl that goes to a normal school with normal lessons, normal GCSEs, with a normal-ish life. I'm literally the same as everybody like watching this that goes to like a normal school and is like in that normal routine. I'm literally no different, apart from the fact that I film it all, so everybody gets to see literally everything I do. So yeah, I just go to a public school. Do you think everyone should do the same exam board to make the results more fair? Now that is actually a really, really interesting question that I've thought about but never really truly thought about, if you get what I mean. But that is so true. Like, I do think that everybody, like, there's different exam boards like AQA, EdXL, OCR, all the other ones that you can get. But honestly, I do think that people should have the same exam boards, because otherwise, like, unless all the results are being compared and stuff, but then it depends how hard the exam was and the grade boundaries. And so I would like, personally, for all the exam boards to be the same, but unfortunately that isn't the case. I'm not really sure why there's different exam boards, to be completely honest, and I'm not really sure how that works in terms of grade boundaries and marking and everything. But I do think that the exam board should probably be the same. What exam board do you do for maths? I do AQA. Do you feel pressured to do well because you're filming your results? Honestly, I think I've talked about this before as well. Whatever results I get, I'm going to share them. And even if I fail everything, which I'm hoping I won't, I mean, I think I've done a lot of revision to fail my exams. Like, that would be a bit devastating. But I am just going to, like, film my results. And I don't think it puts more pressure on me, because at the end of the day, everybody's different. Nobody's going to get the same results as me. I'm not going to get the same results as somebody else. So I don't really see the pressure, like, for me to put pressure on myself just because I have to film. So that's just kind of like my mindset. What kind of videos are you going to film over the summer? Probably just like videos on life. I'm not really sure yet, but I'll keep you updated. Would you recommend going to a party on Saturday night? Well, this Saturday night would probably be a bit close to GCSEs. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to a party on Saturday night, but I think I'm going to leave early, so yeah. I can't really say no because I'm going to a party on Saturday night, but it is a bit close to GCSEs and it is a little bit risky. What are mind maps? That's a really good question because I feel like that word gets thrown about a lot and nobody really talks about what they actually are. There's one on this desk. This isn't my mind map, but this is just like my friend's mind map. It's just like an example. But for instance, like this is a mind map and you put like your topic in the middle and then have like little subtopics with information around it, and then when you're revising you go into an exam, you can just quickly look at it and see what you need to know. Do you think that everyone should study the same English texts? Do different classes in your school study different texts? So everybody studies the same text in my school, apart from one class was doing Blood Brothers, but now we're doing Inspector Calls, but I think I'm still going to do Blood Brothers just because I know it really well from drama. But honestly, in terms of like GCSEs and stuff, I get why there is different texts, because otherwise teachers would get bored teaching the same book over and over and over again for so many years. And I probably think it's fair because all the texts are at the same like level and like standard, and they all get put through the same tests, if you get what I mean, to see like how accessible they are. So I personally don't mind that people do different books and stuff, because at the end of the day, like, teachers are the ones that I've got to teach it, and it comes down to how well the pupil knows the book anyway, depending on like how well they do. How many exams do you have? Honestly, I literally don't know. I've got a list on my phone of all my exams, but I haven't actually counted them yet because I'm a bit too scared to count them all. Do you have a boyfriend? No, I don't. What subjects do you find the hardest? I think if we just like disregard Spanish, because I'm just really bad at Spanish, out of all of my subjects, I probably find chemistry and maths the hardest. I'm like really good at like the English subjects like RE and English Lit and English language, in like drama, but I'm just not as good as like maths and chemistry. Like, those are my more like weak points, so that's definitely something I'm working on at the minute. Why aren't you doing higher Spanish? I was doing higher Spanish, and then everyone in my class literally got told we were doing foundation Spanish, so now everybody in my class is doing foundation Spanish, apart from like 4 people, I think, 5 people. Do you think that in the future exams should be more spread out across the year? Now, that is a really good point, and I get what you mean. Like, exams, like, the amount of exams you have in, say, 2 weeks is ridiculous. I think we worked it out before, and we had, like, I think it was, like, 15 exams or something in 2 weeks. I don't know. It was something ridiculous like that. In fact, it was, like, no, it would have been lower than that. It was, like, 12 exams across 2 weeks. Something ridiculous. And honestly, in a way, I think it's good because you get it all done in like one part. I think if exams were spread out over, like, say, 6 months, then you'd have that constant stress. But then again, you would have a lot more time in between exams to revise. So I think there's pros and cons to both. But at the end of the day, we can't change it, so we just have to kind of go along with how GCSE exams are now. What did you get in your latest English exam? Our latest English exam was poetry, and I got a 9, which was really good. Will I get that in my GCSEs? I don't know, we'll have to find out. I'm really looking to get like an 8 or a 9 in English, because I really love English, and tend to get like good grades, so I hope that I get a good grade at GCSEs. What's the best revision tip anyone has ever given you? The best revision tip would probably be that the content, it's like content over, I don't even know how to word this, like, so the amount of time you spend studying doesn't necessarily reflect how much you've learned. So, for example, I could revise for, say, 6 hours, and my friend could revise for 3 hours, but she could have got more done than me, because she could have been more productive, and I could have been like on my phone, going for breaks. So my best tip would be, if you're going to sit down and do revision and get it done with, so you don't have to spend like 6 hours sat at your desk. So there's quite a lot of questions on like English and stuff. So in terms of English, what I do is I literally get like a quote, pick out a technique, social context, how it links to the play, what themes it links to, what characters it links to, and make it a quote that is literally going to be able to be used for any question that could come up. Like, you can manipulate it to make it sound like it fits with that question. I'm going to be like bringing out a lot of revision resources, hopefully like today and tomorrow, to help you all, so stay tuned for that. But my best advice would be, just get a quote and really analyse it in detail, and make sure you know like quite a few quotes, so you're not going to like get in the exam and just like freak out because you don't know any quotes. Would you rather have 2 exams every day, so your exams only last 2 weeks, or have 1 exam every day, so exam takes 4 weeks? I think I'd rather have 1 exam every day, so my exams take 4 weeks, because when I'm doing an exam, my mind is focused on that exam, and not, like, my mind is focused on that subject and not any other subjects. So, like, I'd rather have 1 exam every single day. Will you be vlogging your GCSEs? Yes, every single day. So I think that is the end of my live stream. MSc is still going to be live streaming after I end this now, so do make sure you stick around. There's going to be a few more people joining us and chatting, so make sure you do stick around. But thank you so much for watching this Q&A. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it.